Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm doing a video on how to unlock and my first impressions and review on the SR-2 PDW, it's been released for a while now. It just took me forever to get unlocked, but yeah, anyway. So, how do you unlock this brand new PDW that just came out in the Naval Strike DLC? First of all, you have to reach level 10, you have to own the Naval Strike DLC, and you have to get 10 kills in an 20 kills, sorry, in a fast attack vehicle. So that's the RCB boats, the ones with the big heavy guns which seem like they're invincible to kill. Now personally I wasn't too good in these, so I found this quite difficult to actually do. So the strategy I came up with was just playing it safe and only taking down damaged vehicles, other damaged vehicles. I tried to avoid RCB boats as much as I could, and I just tried taking out infantry. Now to get the 20 kills, I found that it was a bit bugged, and I only got the kills when I was killing a vehicle. If I didn't kill it in a vehicle, it didn't count as a kill. So just go on any Naval Strike map and try it out. Now my first thoughts on this gun after unlocking it. Now, I found that it was, well, when I first started using it without any attachments, that the gun was a little hard to handle. It's definitely not a gun that you can use at range. It has to be all close range encounters. So Naval Strike, it still is very good because you can choose your surroundings very well, but I found that I was putting myself into situations where I would try to use it at range, I would fail, and then I would end up getting the person who I tried shooting with an assault rifle to try to come back at me and most likely kill me every single time. Now, the sort of situations you want to put yourself into when you have this gun without any attachments is you want to find yourself a tight, closed area, and you just want to keep running around and just sprinting around with this weapon. Now, it's really good at hip firing, even from stock without any attachments, because it's got the folding foregrip on the front. It's not a stubby grip, so it doesn't increase your accuracy the more you fire. It actually, what happens with it is, when you fire with it, you can move around and your accuracy doesn't get hit as much as usually just running around firing. So this comes with its stock and you can't change it, which personally I don't really mind because the folding stock is really good for it. Now, in this footage that I've got here, you see that I just put myself in this little area here. I was actually freaking out a lot when I was playing. I was like, oh, there's so many people. But you just have to like stay calm and just think, yep, I'm using a gun that is very good at hip fire, very good accuracy at close range, and can take down people very, very, very quickly. It has a 900 rounds per minute fire rate, and I actually wouldn't be surprised if DICE nerfs this gun. That's how confident I was with this at close range, even from stock. But you just have to remember not to use this at range at all, because you'll be abysmal at anything you try to do. You just have to make sure that when you're hip firing that you have to be cautious at the only 30 rounds. That was one of my other gripes with this gun. I would much prefer this gun with maybe 40 rounds. It seems like a gun that would hold 40 rounds. Unfortunately it doesn't, so you have to be very careful with the amount of rounds that you do use. And when you do use them, it's very good to tap fire anywhere between close and just below medium range. Now, the attachments that I did end up running on this, I usually run a suppressor on all my guns, so I didn't want to say that I wanted to put a suppressor on it because that's what I always use. But the sight, that's always personal preference on what you would like to use. You can use the Cobra sight. Cobra sight for me was one of my favorite sights because I use it on all my guns. Anything close range really, you don't want any medium range sights for it or long range sights. A laser sight is good for it as well, for a sight attachment, because that will allow you to have better hip fire accuracy. Now, for the barrel attachment, this is where it's very good. You could run a suppressor, you'd be very sneaky, it would be a very nice attachment to run with this gun. But the compensator I found was a lot better. It would tighten your spread. Even in that footage I had just there, even though it was close range, it did tighten the spread a lot more than it did before, and it stopped the kick up to the right. Now, this gun without any attachments does kick up to a lot to the right, that's why I put the compensator on it. So even with a suppressor, it has the same effect. You lose that really kicking to the right sort of feel. Now, you can't change the grips, you have to stick with the folding stock. So you can do a lot of running around and hip firing, because the hip fire accuracy on this gun is very, very, very good. It's not as good as some of the other guns in the game, but nonetheless it is very good. So just remember to keep hip firing this gun as much as you can. Now for my final thoughts on this wonderful, wonderful gun, the SR-2. After using it for a while now, I've got like 3 battle packs for it, I think. All this footage I got like when I first started using it. It is a very good gun. You just have to be in the right situation to use it. So if you're the type of guy that usually tends to go for mid-range sort of combat, you might as well just stick with your assault rifles and leave the PDWs behind anyway, because it is a personal defense weapon and it is all very close range. You have to treat it like a shotgun, where if you start missing a lot of your shots, you've only got 30 rounds, and this gun fires at 900 rounds per minute, so you have to be very careful with the type of, your accuracy especially, because if you only have, 5 rounds left in a magazine, it's not like an assault rifle, where if you get those 5 rounds on, you're going to kill them. Especially at medium range, the damage drop-off is much too high. But yeah, at close range, this gun is very, very good. I'd highly recommend it to anyone that's a very aggressive sort of player that likes running around quite a lot with it. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you like the new format. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.